Anson Mount's Breakout show is perfect to watch while waiting for Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3, with the highly anticipated Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3 expected in 2025. Captain Christopher Pike, actor Anson Mount's breakout role in another series, could provide the perfect binge watch in the meantime. Mount has a varied career, from small roles in Sex and the City to Law and Order. He didn't become Captain Pike until joining Star Trek Discovery Season 2's cast in 2019. Before taking to the stars, though, Mount starred in his breakout role in a very different setting. In 2011, AMC released a Western called Hell on Wheels, and Anson Mount landed the starring role as battle-worn soldier Cullen Bohannon. Set in the late 19th century and following the story of a traveling town following the construction of the first transcontinental railroad, Hell on Wheels couldn't be further removed from the Star Trek timeline. Hell on Wheels' 5 seasons provide an amazing opportunity for Star Trek fans to get their Anson Mount and Captain Pike fix before Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3 premieres next year. Hell on Wheels is the perfect binge before Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3. Period dramas like Hell on Wheels provide the perfect escape from everyday life, not unlike the sci-fi utopia featured in Star Trek TV shows and movies. However, Hell on Wheels is based primarily on history, which would give the average sci-fi fan a diverse new genre to discover. In 1865, Mount's Cullen Bohannon sets out to avenge his wife and finds a town called Hell on Wheels. This town travels along with the ongoing construction of the railroad, providing another similarity with Star Trek, the ability for the narrative to shift and change with the main character's travels. Hell on Wheels also incorporates romance plot lines in classic gun-slinging Western action into its narrative. Mount shows off his acting chops in a variety of different ways, skillfully portraying and balancing Cullen's happiness, agony, and dry humor. In Star Trek Strange New Worlds, Anson Mount as Captain Pike continues to showcase his acting ability, with Pike's knowledge of his future plaguing him every step of the way. Both roles give audiences a real taste of Mount's acting range. While Cullen is plagued by his past, Pike is preoccupied with his future. Anson Mount's Hell on Wheels character shares similarities with Captain Pike. Fans of Starfleet's Boy Scout Captain Pike might see a few similarities between Pike and Mount's character on AMC's Western drama. Hell on Wheels' Cullen Bohannon is plagued by his past and the death of his wife in the Civil War, while Captain Pike is haunted by the vision of his agonizing future. Both characters are brave and headstrong with a strong sense of what they want. Pike is a known lover of all things Western. His love for horses traces back to Star Trek, the original series, and he even has a real saddle in his office. With drama, romance, exploration, and 57 episodes in total, 55 of which Anson Mount appears in, Hell on Wheels is the perfect concoction of binge-worthiness. While Captain Pike undoubtedly rises far above Cullen Bohannon where morality is concerned, both characters are fascinating aspects of Anson Mount's career. The hit shows have also provided Mount with 2 vastly different avenues for his performances. Hell on Wheels is coming to Hulu on September 15, 2024, and could give fans of Mount's portrayal of Captain Christopher Pike something different to watch before the 2025 premiere of Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3. As fans eagerly await the release of Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3, it's the perfect time to revisit an earlier chapter in Anson Mount's career. Long before he took command of the USS Enterprise as Captain Christopher Pike, Anson Mount had another breakout role that showcased his talent and established him as a rising star in the world of television. That role was Cullen Bohannon in the critically acclaimed Western drama Hell on Wheels. If you're looking for a show to fill the gap while waiting for more Star Trek, Hell on Wheels offers a thrilling ride and plenty of reasons to dive in. Anson Mount's breakout role before Strange New Worlds. Anson Mount was already earning a reputation as a leading man thanks to Hell on Wheels. This gritty and intense drama, which aired from 2011 to 2016, provided Mount with a complex, layered character and allowed him to flex his acting muscles in ways that are similar yet distinct from his role as Captain Pike. Mount played Cullen Bohannon, a former Confederate soldier who sets out on a journey to track down the Union soldiers responsible for the murder of his wife and son. His quest leads him to the construction of the first transcontinental railroad, a historical backdrop filled with greed, corruption, and moral ambiguity. As Bohannon becomes deeply entrenched in this world, he transforms from a man driven purely by revenge into someone grappling with the complexities of his own morality, purpose, and future. The series, spanning 5 seasons, follows Bahanan's evolution in parallel with the development of the railroad, making for a compelling metaphorical journey about the American dream, progress, and the cost of ambition. Mount's portrayal of Bahanan is magnetic, full of brooding intensity, yet capable of quiet reflection, making him a character viewers can't help but root for, despite his flaws. Similarities between Cullen Bahanan and Captain Pike. While Hell on Wheels is set in a vastly different world than Star Trek, the role of Cullen Bahanan shares some interesting thematic similarities with Captain Pike, making Hell on Wheels a fascinating watch for Star Trek fans. Both characters are leaders, natural yet reluctant at times, who must balance their own internal struggles with the needs of the people they lead. In Strange New Worlds, Pike is a captain who knows his tragic fate and carries the weight of that knowledge with him, much like Bahanan, who is haunted by the loss of his family and his past actions during the Civil War. Both men are driven by a sense of duty, though in very different contexts. Pike leads a starship crew on a mission of exploration and diplomacy, while Bahanan leads construction workers and former soldiers on a perilous, violent quest to build a railroad across the American frontier. Yet both roles showcase Mount's ability to portray leadership with depth, charisma, and emotional complexity. In many ways, watching Bahanan's journey in Hell on Wheels offers insight into Mount's approach to portraying a character like Pike. Both men are haunted by the specter of their past decisions, but they continue to push forward, often in defiance of what seems like an inevitable fate. For fans of Star Trek, seeing Mount in this earlier role allows for a deeper appreciation of his portrayal of Pike, as both characters face their own existential dilemmas while maintaining a strong moral compass. A gritty, action-packed series with heart beyond its appeal to Star Trek fans, Hell on Wheels stands out as a top-tier Western drama that blends historical accuracy with intense, character-driven storytelling. The show's portrayal of life in the post-Civil War era captures the rawness and brutality of the time, making it a gripping watch for anyone who enjoys historical dramas with high stakes and personal tension. The series doesn't shy away from exploring the complexities of American expansion, including the exploitation of immigrant labor, the treatment of indigenous peoples, and the post-war struggles of both former slaves and ex-Confederates. The world of Hell on Wheels is rugged and unforgiving, but at its core is Bahanan, whose quest for redemption and justice provides the emotional through-line that keeps viewers hooked. Mount's performance elevates the series, imbuing Bahanan with a vulnerability that sets him apart from the stereotypical hardened anti-hero found in many westerns. This emotional depth is something Mount also brings to Pike in Strange New Worlds, and it's fascinating to see how his earlier work in Hell on Wheels laid the groundwork for his later roles. Why it's the perfect watch while waiting for Strange New Worlds. If you're a fan of Anson Mount's performance as Captain Pike, you'll likely appreciate the nuance and gravitas he brings to Cullen Bahanan. Watching Hell on Wheels offers a chance to see Mount navigate another complex character arc, while also enjoying a well-crafted narrative full of tension, action, and drama. Moreover, Hell on Wheels provides a vastly different setting than the futuristic optimism of Star Trek.